3V sent me one of their new Redline series backpacks. This is the Transit. The thing about the pack that after my first day of use and I put it on is it's light. Well, hey everybody, welcome to another Not Thursday in New Hampshire. Well, we have a new backpack. Now, this started out as to be an overview video, but it's as well a review video. 3V sent me one of their new Redline series backpacks. This is the Transit. And, you know, I was going to film it and show it. You know, they wanted me to show you guys their new pack coming out. And I was going to do the fancy videos and take pictures and say, hey, this is what it's all about. Well, I've had it for the better part of a month, and I've actually used it quite a bit. So I can give you some genuine and honest feedback on what I think of the pack. First thoughts and looks when you see it, it is sleek. It seems small, right? Well, that is actually a 40-liter pack. I didn't know it actually had that size capacity until, you know, a week or two used, and I went back and went, oh wow, there's plenty of room for expansion there. And the biggest thing for me is, now I am honestly a creature of habit, and when I get something and I like it, that's it. The thing about the pack after my first day of use and I put it on is it's light. Empty, it's 2.35 pounds, so therefore the pack alone is half the weight of my pack when empty. But 2 pounds is 2 pounds. That gives me, you know, room to add other things if so needed. So starting out with that information there, knowing it's 2.35 pounds empty, it's a 40-liter size pack. It's 22 inches tall, 14 inches wide, 8 inches deep. And seeing me wear this, so if, you know, depending upon your build, I'm 5'11", about 175 pounds. So you can see how it fits. It's comfortable. It's not huge. It does seem to be taller than it does seem wider and deeper. But I think that's just the way that I have loaded my pack out, where, you know, there's not a massive amount of stuff in it. It's just what I carry, you know, on my normal everyday excursions. So all in all, so far, so good. I haven't been easy on it. I've just been chucking it in the dirt. This isn't a brand new bag, just so you guys know. I didn't start out the video with it brand new to, you know, get vanity shots and stuff. This has been out in the woods a lot for the last month, and it's holding up. It's looking good. Nothing sticking to it, which some materials have a tendency to do that. So we'll take a look at some footage. Long days out metal detecting and exploring, going through thick, heavy brush, getting caught on stuff. Nothing has torn. None of the zipper pulls have fallen off. None of the expansion straps have gotten snagged and pulled off. And just all in all, in general, it's been a very comfortable pack. Alright, one last thing about comfort, and this may be a big thing for you guys. When I put the pack on, this is what I noticed immediately and loved. The bag sits high enough up that if you EDC other gear like I do, which is a flashlight, a small pry bar, and I carry a very large fixed blade knife because I like it and I can, and being that it sits in the back where the pack sits, no interference, which I get normally on my usual bag. So I gotta tell you, that right there is my favorite part of the bag, comfort-wise. Alright, so let's take a look at what it's like inside. So this bag has got more packing options than I even know what to do with, and I've set it up several different ways. Plenty of room for holding clothing. I got a tarp in here for emergency shelter. I want to show you this. It has a full-on compartment separately just for a laptop. Now that's a 15-inch MacBook, completely disappears in there. So you've got the clamshell design in which you can just open this thing up, spread it out, empty it out, and then refill it the way you know you need to pack it. That's kind of the beauty of it. You get to where you're going, unzip the entire thing, and you have access to everything. And then you just, you know, fill it all back up, and then close it all back up. But I do like very much how that top opens up to make accessibility for everything. So you need to pull your laptop out or your hoodie, and that's just the main compartment. So on the back side of the bag you have what they call a die cut MOLLE panel, all loops, latches, so you can, you know, clip stuff on. When I went out hiking, if my radio was not in use, I just clipped it on the back of the bag, and I never lost it, so that's a good thing. So moving inside the main admin section, you have got, again, plenty of organizational compartments and, you know, holsters, slots, 4 things, all the way up to large ones, 2 small ones, and then again another large one with plenty of room for expansion. So if there was something larger you wanted to put, you know, in with your admin section, for instance, there's a fuel canister. If you had to move along, you could still keep something larger in there. So before we go any further, the coolest thing about the aesthetics of the bag, which is important, you want it to look good, right, is that the interior, you see that? It's all the topography of Wasatch Mountain, where 3V is located near, I believe, in Utah. So me, being a big fan of topographic maps, because it helps me in what I do all the time, I think that's killer. I think that just looks awesome. And again, not only should it work good, it should look good. So on the section that is completely against your back, very importantly, they have this hidden compartment area. So if you wanted to keep your wallet, passport, small concealed carry against your back where nobody is going to get at it, and it's kind of hidden, that is the place to do it. Absolutely. The back here, heavily padded. So that's a nice touch. And the waist strap is completely removable. Personally, I leave these on in the event that I need it while I'm out, or, you know, for whatever crazy reason I find something heavy that I need to carry home. I always leave those on, and it happens. On the very tip top of the bag, right up here, you have a felt-lined pocket for sunglasses, so they're immediately accessible, you know, not compartmentalized with anything else. Me, I use this for my camera battery and card and stuff. My camera stuff goes in here because that is the stuff that I personally access all the time. These are actually all YKK zippers and zipper pulls, which can be found on most high-end bags. A lot of my other bags have YKK zippers, and I've never ever had one fail. So that is a nice touch to start seeing on 3V gear for sure. Another feature that I thoroughly love, that wish my pack itself, that I use for the most of the time, had, is an external water bottle sleeve. when you're wearing a traditional dual strap backpack, to me personally, I like a sling pack because I don't have to take it off to get anything. So it's bad enough that I have to take my pack off to get a drink, but when I actually have to take it off, go inside to get at a water bottle, that to me, it's a pain in the butt. And you know what happens? You don't end up drinking as much fluid as you really should while you're out. So for a dual strap backpack, to me, having that external spot for liquid is a must. Couple things that I will personally never use, but you guys may want to know, is it's completely TSA carry-on compliant. So if you're somebody who travels, I guess this meets the needs of whatever it is that they demand. Also, it does have pass-throughs, so if you wanted to run a bladder in this pack, I would assume that's going to hold a couple liters, but it does have a place for the hose to pop out, and then you have on the front end D-rings, which me personally, I clip my radio on it, but you could clip whatever it is that you need immediately at your chest. So build-wise, comfort-wise, I love the handle right there. That has been my main grab. Constantly. You cannot have a backpack without one of those. And the bag itself, biggest thing about it, again, the weight. Lack of. Super comfortable. Like, I'm actually quite pleased with the comfort of the bag. And if you're just going out hiking for a couple hours, but you want to make sure you have just bare essentials, which would be, you know, emergency paper, liquids, maybe another layer, flashlight, folding knife, perfect. Speaking of that, I'll show you exactly why this compartment right here on the side is beautiful. Because if you're somebody like me, your most used items are your flashlight and your pocket knife. As well, right on the side here, perfect place for your wallet. Large compartment for keys. So for an EDC setup, this sleeve right here is my favorite. That is where my most used stuff would go. Knife, flashlight, keys, wallet. So all in all, it's a great bag. 3V, thank you. 3V is a great company. They're very patriotic, and we appreciate that. And you guys are definitely making some cool stuff. This pack, in comparison to the one I reviewed last year, is a higher quality build and material. Personally, I like it better. And a big part of that is how slim I can get that so it's not, you know, 12 inches off my back where I'm getting hung up on everything in the woods. So I definitely dig it, and I appreciate you guys sending this along. And I hope for those of you who have checked in to watch the video, I hope that helps you make a decision whether it's for you or not. That's why I do it. I will put the links down below so you can check it out, send 3V some love, and get yourself something cool. Alright everybody, I'll see you guys all very soon. Till next time, enjoy your Not Thursday.